it's a hot day, I'm hanging in the sunshine. You should hit me with the splash gun.
Hey, what's going on? It's Case with Everyday Masters. I woke up this morning and I started reading Solomon Speaks. It's a book that I've mentioned many times in my videos. I like Solomon Speaks because I know that it's specifically talking about these frequencies that I channel and about the shift that's going on the planet. I mean, there's tons of teachers that are talking about frequencies, and maybe they're all the same. Sometimes they sound very similar. But to me, when I read Solomon Speaks, I know that he's talking about the exact frequencies that I channel. So I just thought this was interesting because I've been getting a lot of comments. My last video, I asked people to send a little 5-second video clip. I was putting together this reel, possibly for a reality show. I guess reality show is not the best way to say it, to describe it. And I actually got a lot of people that were like, oh my God, that's like the worst thing you could do. Like, I don't know. I think people that are worried about me and me losing myself and not being the authentic me don't really know me, or maybe they haven't been reconnected, because there is nothing on this planet that is going to change who I am, my authenticity. I'm going to call it the way I see it, and there is no amount of money or there's no force that's going to change that. So for those of you that are worried that I was thinking that I was going to be tainted, don't worry, I'm not. In fact, I'm kind of thinking, should I really even do something like that? So I don't know. But anyway, I was reading this morning, and I thought that this was really relevant to my channel and what I talk about and my clients. It starts off, and this is just really short. There is a transition going on right now. It is important that it organically appear, that it contact the lives we touch. It is looking for fertile soil. The seeds will grow in that fertile soil. They have to be nurtured, cared for. We mustn't cast our seeds in the wind. There is a certain soil that is fertile. We must seek out that soil. It will come to us organically and needn't be thought of especially. It will appear, but it is important that we recognize fertility and infertility. In a lot of my videos, I'm always talking about the love train versus the fear train, how there's a split going on right now on this planet. And if you can't see that that's manifesting, that's cool. It's so blatantly obvious to me how the fears in people are rising to the surface to be dealt with. And you can see who's on the love train and on the fear train. And there's a part of me that just feels like I'm just concentrating on the love train, because that's where, for me, that's where the fertile soil is. I have many friends that are still fighting the good fight and trying to wake people up. That's awesome. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to speak to. I'm just looking for the fertile soil right now. I've wasted many years of my life trying to describe this to people that thought I was crazy, and I'm kind of done with that. So, and I've always felt like the work that I do is planting seeds, and I have no question that those seeds will grow. It's just a matter of time. For some people, like myself, it was instantaneous. It was I remember when I got my personal reconnection, after the first day when the lady tapped me and said, okay, your first session's done, I was a different person. And I went on and learned how to do the personal reconnection, and I've done thousands of reconnections. I don't know about thousands. I'd have to add them up. But how it affects everybody is completely individually, whether it takes a day or 6 months or a year. And I just let me just read two of these comments that I got a couple of days ago. I think you'll find them interesting. Case, I wanted to let you know and contribute. Since I had my over-the-phone reconnect, that was just one little personal session, my life has changed so dramatically and so quickly in the last 6 months. More has happened in my ascension than in my entire 52 years. That is just statistically amazing. And to make it more significant, you need to know, since I was 12, I was brought up in the metaphysical beliefs of my mother. I have taken every class and every modality and countless readings, energy treatments, read all the same authors as you, and on and on. So to have that much change towards enlightenment in 6 months, how incredible is that? I credit the reconnect work that you did. Thank you from every part of my essence. See, that's what happens. These sessions are planting a seed, and they will bloom in you. It's just, you can't stop it. If you're feeling this connection, if you're feeling what I'm saying is resonating with you, and you're drawn to have a session, you're at the right place, and you're right on time. This is another one. This is from Kate. Kate actually drove from St. Louis to Ohio to be reconnected. She came with her mom, her 3 children, and their dog. And 2 of her kids have autism. And I'll never forget that session. It was like, you know, she was stressed out and she was running late, and I told her that I was going to give her mom a session. And so I actually did Kate's reconnection, and during the whole time, I don't think she felt anything. She felt literally like nothing. And then so her mom was watching their kids, and they were swimming, and it was time for me to give her mom a session. And while I'm giving her mom a session on this hotel bed, her 3 children are running around, jumping on the bed, and I'm watching her mom, and I'm starting to see her registers. I see she's tuning in, and her kids are jumping on the bed, her grandkids are jumping on the bed, and it was so chaotic. It was awesome. And I actually, there was something in me that knew at that moment, when there was so much chaos going on in the room, and I was so relaxed and calm, that I just knew that, man, I've been doing this for a long time. Like this is what I'm supposed to do. So this is Kate, and keep in mind that Kate felt absolutely nothing during her session. Let's see here. Hey there. I'm going to send you a 5-second clip, although I have way more than will fit in 5 seconds. 5 seconds is pretty short. It's pretty tough to say something in 5 seconds. I'm getting better at it. I'm not quite there yet. My visit in Hamilton with my mom, my daughter, and my 2 autistic boys and the dog opened up a whole new world for me. It was slow and all part of a bigger plan, but it was the beginning of all kinds of awakening, changes, and positive existence for my family. I met the love of my life, and we connected through reconnection. You introducing me to the frequencies made me completely open when he worked on me at Isetai a year ago. You reconnected him too, and then he went to training shortly after, Frank Thompson. So apparently I reconnected both of them, and they found each other and are now married. I don't know. That's kind of cool, because I don't think they live in the same state. My life is calm. My knowing that everything will work out has increased tenfold, and considering the hectic nature of my life, we're going with the flow and enjoying life every day. Driving to Hamilton was the beginning of my new life, my true awakening, and you will always have a special place in my heart for it. That's all. I just felt compelled to tell you. Thank you, Kate. I will always remember that session, and I am so happy for you guys. I truly am. You see, with Kate, it didn't happen overnight. It took 6 months. It took her a while. Why? I don't know. Nobody knows. It's just the way it's supposed to be. So I kind of feel like every video I've been doing lately is kind of like an advertisement for me, but it's not really an advertisement for me. It's an advertisement for these frequencies because they're real and they're absolutely changing the lives. Whether it happens in 1 day or 6 months or a year, it doesn't matter. Time is not important because as soon as it happens to you, you don't care. You don't care if it took you 6 months or 3 years or 10 years or your whole life. Because once it happens, that's it. That's all. That's it. It doesn't matter anymore. I've been doing these group sessions for 18 months now. And I haven't even made a video on them. I facilitate daily group sessions for my upgrade group. And I know it sounds like I'm trying to sell you something, but 30 15-minute sessions for $113. One session with me on the phone or in person is $155 for one session. I think that one session for most is enough. That plants the seed. I think that the daily sessions that I give, I think that's the nourishment. You know what I mean? Like that's the nutrients. It speeds it up. For those of you that have blocks in your life, for those of you that have built walls up in your life for whatever reasons, usually we're being hurt or made fun of when we're a child and we build these walls up. And then as an adult, we find ourselves fully disconnected and just wondering what the hell is going on. That's who I think that these daily sessions are for. And in a way, I mean, the personal reconnection, I can't recommend anything higher. But in a way, I kind of think these upgrade groups, these daily sessions, are more important. So, okay. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, amazing week, and it will be an amazing life. So I love you guys, and I'll see some of you in the field soon. Peace.
It's getting kinda crazy up in here. Got that DJ playing music everybody wants to hear. Yeah. It's getting kinda crazy up in here. Everybody wants to ride in the water slide. 3, 4. Baby, if you're looking for some crazy,